I just wanted to show off my new Lex Luthor action figure. And this isn't going to be a review, this video. I'm just an action figure fan and a comic book fan and sci-fi and fantasy guy. And I just wanted to show off my new action figure and talk about it a little tiny bit. And I know that might not make any sense because you expect people to show you and showcase articulation points and etc. with their action figures, and I'm absolutely not going to do that. I'm just going to talk about the figures a little bit. And this has poor lighting and a poor background, and I'm unprepared, but I just thought I'd do a little test video to see if I have anything to talk about, and I may even upload it even though it's not very good. So okay, why am I doing this? I like action figures, I like sci-fi, I like fantasy, I like talking about them and hearing about them, so I'll watch lots of reviews on them just to hear about them and look at them. So I'll get lighting and all that stuff in the future if I decide to keep going with it, but for now I just thought I'd chat a little bit about this guy because I got him in the mail today and really like him. So this is obviously Lex Luthor in his battle suit, and I believe, if memory serves me correct, he did get this battle suit, which was a piece of alien technology on the planet Lexor, I believe, and I think he reverse engineered some of it to start LexCorp. Maybe. And this was Action Comics, Action Comic 544, and it had a really good story. In this story, Lex Luthor was very much a hero. See what I mean? Totally unprepared. It was the lamp. He was this hero on this planet, and he had this, this woman who was infatuated with him, and he was really played the part of this hero. But like any serial killer, serial killers sometimes undoubtedly help old ladies across the street. He had this facade, but there was a deeper, darker side to him. And so he was, orchestrating all of these catastrophes across his world, and perhaps killing hundreds or even thousands of the occupants of Lexor. And his significant other was very much in denial, and of course, Lex, you couldn't do that, blah blah blah. And he would go on with the facade. No, of course it can't be me, orchestrating the death of thousands of people, but of course it was him. So it was kind of a tragic story. Eventually Superman shows up and outs Lex Luthor, but it was kind of a sad story and a really heartwarming story. And in the same issue, Brainiac goes from old Brainiac to new robot Brainiac. I've got that action figure. I might show him later. So I won't go over the points of articulation in the whole bit. I'll just look at the action figure because I found them cool. I don't have a very good camera, and I don't have a very good lamp, and I'm really unprepared, but I just want to talk about them and put it online, and maybe two people will enjoy it. So essentially the battle suit to me looks very almost Egyptian. I got that kind of kryptonite kind of look, almost a Stargate type of look. I really like it. I like the look of Lex Luthor. I thought the story was really cool behind the action figure, and that's what I like the best. Now, obviously, these DC action figures are really cool. One thing I did notice, you'll notice with the leg here, it doesn't look like the leg, if you can see this at all with this bad lamp. The leg is not, it's turned. It's obviously turned at the joint there, right? But the thing is, if you do line up the leg so it's a smooth, kind of straight, continuous line down, what happens is the feet are no longer flat. They won't lie flat on a surface. They'll be at an angle. So what I did was I messed around with the ankle. I probably moved the ankle about 8 times in total. Like I really care for my action figures, and I don't move them. Once I get them in a pose, that's it. And I store them in a dark closet on a shelf. I don't let light get on them. I really care for my stuff and want it to last forever. That type of deal. And I noticed moving his ankle a few times actually loosened it enough that if I did it anymore, I think it would be difficult for the figure to even stand, right? So as a heads up, if you do collect any of these figures, be very careful with them, because even the bottoms of the feet are done, eh? Because, you know, they'll get loose very quickly, I think. So he's really cool looking, beef and bulky, and the story is what really captured me. He also came with a Supergirl comic, which I haven't read, and a little blaster here with a piece of removable kryptonite. I don't usually use the blaster. I think it looks pretty cool in his battle suit as is. And I would assume the battle suit would have lots of armament to do loads of damage without it. But anyway, I collected this because it was such a heart-touching story about Lex Luthor, the hero, and you know, what his inner urges were causing him to do anyway. And it turned out to be quite ruthless, right? Lex Luthor, ruthless villain. Anyway, he's pretty cool. If you want me to do another vid, maybe mention it. If you don't want me to do another vid, please don't destroy my self-confidence yet. And I might do another couple. I have a huge Incredible Hulk collection. I'm just now getting into Superman, believe it or not. I'm only now starting to read Superman comics. I avoided DC for a long time, being a Marvel guy, and I started reading Superman. I'm really into it. So I'll start showing you my action figure collection and statue collection. And like I say, there won't be reviews about articulation and all that stuff. They'll just be sitting back and enjoying some action figures with people online. Okay, cool. Okay, take care, guys. Have a good one.